Okay, one more. Just only doing 3 today, that's it. But I have to talk about skills. And I was raised by very good parents, optimists. Father was a high school teacher, mother was a nurse and a nursing instructor. And they gave me a solid support and love, a beginning. And that's what every child needs. Every child needs that, just absolutely. That's why I'm very encouraging in school when I'm doing my guest teacher work. So we go into different vocations that we want to go into. Like a couple of women I talked to at the high school the other day wanted to go and be neurosurgeons. They want to be brain surgeons. Well, that's a competitive field. It's a very highly specialized field, a lot of detail, and you better be awake when you do it. So not everybody's going to go into neurosurgery, but I went into teaching because I was a born teacher. I felt when I was 8 years old, I was teaching my brother and sister. I went into that. I got my master's, my credentials, 2 or 3 credentials here, 2 degrees from 7 colleges I've been to. I like college. I tell students, they'll like college, a lot of freedom there. Except nowadays, colleges have gone kind of liberal, so I don't know what's going on with that. But I actually didn't turn liberal from going to liberal colleges. But I went to UC Berkeley and University of Washington and Western Washington and UC Santa Barbara. I mean, the list goes on. But skills, I have actually cleaned houses. And I'm saying that whatever you have to do, whatever it takes, do it. Because I see young women on the street with signs. And I know darn well they can get a job as a nanny. They can clean houses. They can always clean houses. Why are they holding a sign up when they're 29 or something? And young men, I mean, what do they have to do? You know, they used to say, oh, what are you going to do? Dig ditches when you... Well, I don't know if they need ditches dug anymore, but do it. What kind of skills do you need to help the world and to be in a job that can make you some funds? And this is still the way it's working, folks. We don't just feed people for free unless you're right next to the mission, the gospel mission, or if you know some churches that do that. You do need to work for you need to pull your weight, you need to work for your food, unless you're out on the land with a rifle up in Alaska and you're shooting your own game and you're living out in the wilderness. But I'm willing to clean houses, to care for children, to teach. I do many other jobs. I've gardened, I've helped with the planting, with tomatoes out in Switzerland there with the family that I was staying with. Other things that I've done, there's a list. Wait staff, I've been wait staff. I've served drinks and I was a cocktail waitress in UC Santa Barbara area when I was going to college, to get through college. But skills, get skills. I can type 90-some words a minute. I can talk, I can present. I'm a presenter, I'm an actress and a director. I can do a lot of things, but I honed those skills over time, and I'm over 50, as you know, well over 50. But I have a great attitude, very youthful attitude, and a lot of energy. And I can still dance and sing and work with children even if they're a year old. And I work with infants too. So keep your energy up, which is organic food, no GMOs, breathe good air, hopefully Alexa will help us to understand what's going on up in the sky, Alexa. I think the last time they checked, she said, oh, there are chemtrails there. But then Google got in there, or who got in there? Whoever owns Alexa, and said, oh, just say that they're contrails. So anyway, so this is my 3rd film, just to say anybody can get the skills as long as they are willing to be humble and to do what needs to be done to survive. So as I say, I don't like to see young people on the street with signs when I know darn well they can get out there and find some skills. And girls can clean houses, guys can clean houses, although they don't usually. But there's construction work for guys, and this homeless thing with being young and homeless, I'm sorry, I just don't get it. Unless they've got some major problems that, of course, I should be understanding of, and that could be mental, it could be addictive, something like that. But get skills, even if you have been raised or if you've been trained with a master's degree in the high-end jobs and the professional jobs, get other skills as well, because you don't know when that need for you is going to stop in the professional world. So I just do it all because it helps me with workaway when I go overseas. I'm scheduled to go to Switzerland in August, thereabouts late August, not Switzerland, Iceland. I can't get those mixed up. Iceland is very flat and lots of glaciers and beautiful warm pools and Icelandic ponies. Switzerland, whole different deal. You can't climb them mountains, I'll tell you. But Iceland I'm supposed to go to help a family in Reykjavik for 3 weeks, and I look forward to that. And I use a lot of my skills to help in the home. So anyway, get skills in this time of economic downturn, whatever you want to call it. Could be called a lot of things, but you know, get some new ones. Do what needs to be done, whatever it takes. Okay, take care.